Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And I'm finally getting to the MAD review, ranking, and ratings. I have rated and ranked my 10, all 12 of these songs, okay, in order. Tough, tough ranking to do. I really like some of these are so interchangeable, and especially the top three are all equal. They're all equal. They can flip and flop, and it doesn't. They don't really. The order really doesn't matter at all for the top three. It, but I had to. I put them in an order anyway, and for you'll see, it's probably obvious reasons why. So I'm going to try to give the best review as I go along with this and everything. I have it all written down and marked down here. So I'll show you one by one. We're going to rank. We're going to start rating and ranking it from the least best to the best. Yeah, and something had to get the least best, and but nothing got rated under a 9 out of 10. So everything is 9 out of 10 or above. It's such a great album. Okay, there's 7 songs that are 10 out of 10. So once we get to the top seven, you know that they're all 10 out of 10s, and a lot of these can change. But, and of course, remember, this is only from my perspective, my point of view, my opinion. This is how I think about the songs. If one of your favorite songs is not on the top of the list or higher, I do apologize, but this is my ranking, So you can make your own ranking, and we can all appreciate where we come from, and yeah, just appreciate other people's opinion when it comes to the music they love. So at number 12, okay, the top, Lord Have Mercy. That's the only 9 out of 10 on the list, okay? And it's my lead for a closer. It's still a great song, still a strong closer. Um, if you know how I kind of feel about the that subject matter, but it's very tastefully done. It's not it's not preachy whatsoever. So that's why it still gets a 9 out of 10. It's still a really superb, but something had to be the least. And musically, now I'm not even saying lyrically, but musically, it's still my weakest song on the album. Just go figure, okay? It has something had to be there, and that's why it kind of gets a 9. But everything else, okay, at number 11, okay, and again, the reason I kind of put this at, I love it. I love it. It gets a 9.5. But the reason I put this next one at second to last is because it really is the most repetitive song. It only has just a few lines completely repeated throughout the whole. You're on a long red light. A long red light. I love it. It still gets a 9.5, of course, but that is because it's just yeah, the repetition. Which I really, again, I don't mind. Something had to be in this order. Like, again, it was just hard ranking and ratings to do in many respects, because I really want to give it its due justice and everything. So, okay, let's keep going. At number 10, I'm trying not to make this too long. At number 10, well, I'm going to go with In Daylight. In Daylight is at number 10. Again, 9.5 out of 10. It's a very awesome, strong song. This album is just probably once Sparks Timber comes, I'm going to do a complete re-ranking, re-ratings of all the albums, and by then I will have had newer, newer albums that I had gotten that I had not had during the first time around. I'm still scrambling to try to get as many Sparks album as I can find. It's slow going, but I'll be making a video about that eventually soon enough, I guess, or a precursor to Sparks Timber, because that's good. I'll be making a video every day of the month for Sparks Timber about Sparks, just to give you a heads up and warning. Number 9, and it should have been higher, but other songs kind of beat it. And again, it's a 9.5, and it's Drowned in the Sea of Tears. That gets number 9. Um, I'm not going to go dwell out too much on that because something had to be. And this song, I kind of want. I wish I would have given it. I could. I wish I could give it a higher rating and ranking, but it's still. This is my last 9.5. Everything after this is a 10 out of 10. But and some people are going to be disappointed because I'm sure a lot of you guys will think this is your favorite song from Sparks. It's one of their most sentimental songs. And so yes, at number 8 is My Devotion, and that gets a 9.5. Again, it's a 9.5. So if you remember my original rankings of the Sparks and where did I put that? Okay, um, of the my ratings. It's not far. I just gotta find it here quickly. Is that yeah right here? There it is. When I was originally, that's my ranking system, you know. And if you can, oh, don't want to hide anything, so you can just kind of see what that says, and belongs on a mixtape. I like it. I won't and won't skip. And then number 7 or below. Nope. But so everything is very good. Like yeah, Lord Have Mercy is very good. It's a B tier, and of course, Great is an A tier. So all those songs are in A tier, and then Awesome, the S tiers are all next. So just to give you a quick memory cap on that, a recap on that. Okay, my first, my at number 7, and again, all of these are so awesome. They could easily change with each other, but when you're hard pressed to come up with an order. So at number 7 is Running Up a Tab at the Hotel for this Fab, which is great. I love it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. At number 6 is I 405 rules. This is awesome. Awesome. Again, I love it. So that gets a 10 out of 10. At number 5, okay, we're the top 5 now. Again, all 10s out of 10s is Don't Dog It. Don't Dog It. Awesome song, it is great. I don't even have to listen to the album, and you'll understand why these songs are great. At number 4, before we hit to the top 3, at number 4 is Hit Me Baby. Hit Me Baby, definitely. So you already process of elimination. You see what's at the 3 top ones. Again, they all equally could change position. They're all number ones in my book. So this top 3 are just basically arbitrary. It really doesn't significance. These were the first kind of some of the first songs I heard of them, and on no, actually, this the other one is one of them is like the fourth or fifth song I had heard from them. Okay, at number three again, it makes not important what the order. 'Cause they're all number ones. Jansport Backpack at number 3. At number 2, a little bit of light banter, which means do things my own way. Of course, that's the first song from the album I heard. It's the song even my best friend loves the most. I love it the most. I love the sentiment. I love the video. I love everything about it. You know, a little bit of light banter is so jaunty and so that should have. I don't know. I think that personally should have ended the album. They should have switched. I'm this is my opinion. They should have switched Lord Have Mercy with a little bit of light banter. I think Lord Have Mercy should have been the second to last song, and a little bit of light banter should have been the last song. I think everything else is perfect. Everything else is you can't yeah. That's just my little opinion. Everything else is perfect, but those two songs should have been switched. Yeah. So that is my list. So I'm about 10 minutes in my video. I got to get ready for work soon. I got to post this and everything. So that's why I'm wearing an Iron Maiden shirt. It's kind of my one of my work shirts. I have shirts that I put away for that I never bring to work that are for public, and then my other shirts are not. So yeah, so take a gander at that. That is how I see it. Again, I apologize if I offended anybody by putting like these songs. I know a lot of you would put these songs at number one, but that's just me. Okay, that's my sensibilities, my history with the music that I grew up on, and just where it lands. All right, I am done. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because I will love you forever. Greatly appreciate it. Do not be afraid to hit that like button. Leave comments because I do everything in my power to try to get to everybody's comments and respond to everybody. And that's it. I guess everybody just have a great day, evening, morning, night. I'm doing it backwards again. And be safe, take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace, everybody. And I'm out of here. Bye.